This is Tailgate Talk, presented by Tarpon Blue.
Let's take a ride. In this series, we're going to show you everything Texas and its surrounding southern states has to offer, right here from our very own tailgate.
We'll take you from life on the farm and the ranch to the big city lights. This is Tailgate Talk. Come along for the ride.
Hi, I'm Katie Abermite, and on this week's episode of Tailgate Talk, we're here with Audra Schulz at Wilkie Cattle Company, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her new company, Next Gen Meats.
Well, Katie, a couple of years ago, I started to think about the idea of raising my own beef here on the farm and selling it. I felt like there's a need for people who want to know where their meat comes from, and I have the resources, and I had the herd of cattle, and rather than just raising calves and hauling them all to the auction barn, I just decided, well, maybe let's give this a try. So we brought some up to the house this past year, put them on feed, and we processed our first set of calves in November. So it's been going really good so far.
Okay, so how does that work from start to finish? You just wean the calves, and then what do you do from there?
Yes, I have about 100 cows on a farm a few miles down the road. And so they all are born right around the same time of year. So when I gather up calves, I bring in some of the ones that I think will grow out the best, and I put them on feed. We have some pens back here in the back that I have them on feed for between 180 to 110 days. And then I use a processor that labels my meat for me. So it's all done at Dean and Peeler down in Poth.
Okay.
And then I store the meat here at the house and sell it to friends and neighbors and people that talk to each other, see me on Facebook, stuff like that.
It seems like you've really created a little niche for yourself in the cattle market.
Yeah, a lot of people are wondering about grass-fed beef and all the other niches that there are. My cattle are grain-fed right here at the farm. Like I said, we put them on feed for about 180 days. So I've gotten a lot of feedback from people who have bought the beef that it's very flavorful, very good. And I really do, I believe in the process of feeding cattle and taking good care of them. So it's worked out well.
Can you tell us a little bit about where your business name Next Gen Meats came from?
Yeah, so my grandfather came here from Germany when he was 6 years old. And he came on a boat with his family, and somehow he managed to buy several hundred acres of land and farm and ranch for most of his life until he passed away. And then my dad took his part of that land and he went into the feedlot cattle business. And so he did that for over 60 years. And my son and I were talking about it one day, and we thought, since we're the third and fourth generation out here, that we could use the next gen, but we used gen spelled like a cotton gin because that's where my grandfather started.
All right. Well, that's very fascinating. Great family history. Would you mind showing us around a little bit?
Sure.
Thank you to Audra for showing us around her farm and sharing some of her family history. If you want to know more about Next Gen Meats, or if you simply just want to know where to find them, visit their Facebook page at Next Gen Meats, or go to their website, nextgenmeats.com. That's NextGen, G-I-N, meats.com.
Thanks for tuning in today, and thank you to our guests for sharing their story.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time on Tailgate Talk.